Welcome to Soggy Science. It's episode 16. Going good. Busy week. Tons of stuff. So exciting, and some not so exciting news. Well, SeaWorld continuing to fight. They managed to help the California bill get killed in committee. That was a bill that was introduced to ban marine mammal shows of the orca type in California. But just today, hot off the presses, the decision's been announced that the federal appeals court sided for OSHA in the SeaWorld OSHA case. So nobody in the water with orcas at the shows throughout the country. So we'll see how that saga continues to develop. It's a bit nuts. Anyway, El Nino. No, not the baby boy. But NOAA scientists are saying that there's a 66% chance of an El Nino this year, later in the winter. They don't know for sure yet, but the models seem to be developing, and they're quoting a 66% chance. Mike Halpert of the NOAA Climate Office has produced the report and done the research. So for drought-laden California, it could be good news, but batten down the hatches on the coast. Flight 370, wow, and the never-ending saga. They may have found the haystack to go after the needle. Seems that pingers have been detected, as we talked about last week. They may have found it, but the difficulty of recovery is going to be a long one. It's in 15,000 feet of water where they suspect the plane is. So it's going to take some time to find out for sure if they've found it. But at least they're narrowing in on the haystack, potentially. We'll see. Next week could have completely different information. Nutty. Anyway, good news on the shark finning front. Turns out, Hong Kong shipments of shark fins to China went down 90% in the last year, and imports into Hong Kong are down 30%. So it may be unfashionable to do shark fin soup in China these days, which is great news for sharks. And hopefully this trend will continue, and we can rebound from the many years of tens of millions, upwards of 70 million a year, sharks being taken, mainly for their fins. So, victoire! Yay! Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, looks like that 1 acre of seagrass, that is a lovely green grass that grows in shallow water that often some sea turtles use, and many fishes use as development areas and breeding grounds and all kinds of cool stuff. But it turns out that 1 acre, of seagrass converts into $80,000 worth of commercial fish, amongst many other benefits. So preserve those seagrass beds, especially if you want to have continued fishing, which is already in trouble. So that's interesting news, and I look forward to more on that front very soon. So, more good news. Jellyfish. A lot of news about jellyfish. We've even talked about jellyfish here on Soggy Science. Well, turns out that an Israeli firm called Sinal, or some derivative thereof, out of Tel Aviv, has come up with a way to use jellyfish as ultra-absorbent material, as in like diapers that are biodegradable. Turns out this material breaks down in 30 days. Our landfills are incredibly full of dadadapa. So, looks like they're 2 times more absorbent. They break down in 30 days. It's called hydromash, and good potential future use for all kinds of absorbent needs on many fronts. And it will break down. So, good news there. Hopefully it will go to fruition and it will work as their design and alpha and beta testing have proven. So I look forward to more news on that front very soon. Message in a bottle. German Baltic Sea. 100 years old. New Guinness record. They found it almost in the same area that it was released in 1913. How crazy is that? Anyway, it goes to show how amazing and diverse and big our ocean planet is, and how crazy things can happen. Apparently, their moisture had gotten in on the postcard. Guy stuck a postcard in there, and they couldn't read what he wrote. So that's the only sad part about it. It'd be fun to see what he wanted to say to the world. He has long since died, but his great-granddaughter has been investigating their lineage now because she never got to meet him. So it's very cool news. Good friend of Soggy Science, Fabian Cousteau, has announced the date for Mission 31. It's back. Go, dude, go. He's going to spend 31 days underwater in the Aquarius habitat off of Florida, conduct all kinds of science and investigations, and do live broadcasts and all kinds of cool things. Fabian, we wish you luck, and I'm glad that it's going ahead. So good luck, kick some butt out there, and I look forward to the daily updates. And the Navy, more good news, has turned seawater into fuel and flown a model airplane with it. Bad news is it's probably going to take a decade to where naval ships are making their own fuel out at sea. It solves all kinds of logistic problems and all kinds of other interesting things. But they've been able to produce hydrogen and carbon dioxide out of seawater, which then converts into something that looks just like petroleum-based fuel and works in the same engines, which is obviously a key front need if you're going to do things so you don't have to retrofit all the engines. So that's exciting news. Dr. Heather Willauer has come up with that after 10 years of study. Way to go, Heather! Yay! Ha. So hopefully that can be scaled up to an industrial size application, and we'll see that being implemented soon. I can't wait to hear more about that. Anyway, busy week. Get out there in the water, get wet, and get soggy.